you work hard enough, you pray hard enough, you keep talking about it, you keep bringing it up on the internet, on Twitter, on YouTube, other sites, someone is going to listen down the line. And I'm glad this is happening. This is a long time. I've discussed this before. Check out the video from, about last year? This was about last year. Sometime late August, we discussed this. In fact, actually, that's when we had taken our vacation. We were doing shorts, and this was one of the shorts we did. And basically, we were hoping for season 2. And we've gotten it. Now, according to Twitter posts and several outlets, including ANN, Crunchyroll, including Anime Corner, there has been an announcement by Patora Fuyuhaya, who's the author of the Lights novel series, which I bought a bunch of those, and still haven't finished them yet. But we are getting, finally, after it's been it's 5 years. 5 years. In another world with my smartphone has been given a green to go. Now, we haven't gotten the official yet from the studio, but I believe that's up and coming. We'll get a full on there, but it is coming, which is fantastic. And hey, listen, this has been a long time. This, for you anime fans, gives you hope for all your animes that were really, really good, that were underrated, that they get a chance to get another season out of it. How many animes out there do you know that basically were good, but didn't get a second chance, out of the situation? I'm going to read the main announcement for it. This is via Twitter. Hello, this is Fujihara Patora. Thank you for waiting for a long time. We will be seeing Toya and others again. Isekai with smartphone, Tomoe Me, Another World with Smartphone, season 2. I'm sure it's thanks to you for having been supporting the series after the anime finished. I appreciate it if you enjoy the adaptation again. And congratulations on the anime second season. I'm glad to see those characters are moving again, and I look forward to it. There's a comment from Toyu's voice actor, Fujihara Katsumui, which also says, since season 1 aired back in the summer of 2017, I was really nervous about having the role of Toye since he was my first main character to play. I can be reminded of the recording session of season 1 came to an end when I met Edie, and how season 2 will go on. I can't wait to watch it. I will do my best for the fans of Izume, or short for Isekai with smartphone, to enjoy the new season and to do my best to do the show how I grown, how I am since then. Thank you. It is amazing on this. Now, for those of you who've checked into this channel and said, what the hell is Another World with a Smartphone? What is this, another cheap anime? No, it is happens to be a really good story. And I'll give you the basics on it. One day, this young boy gets struck by lightning by accident by God. God feels so bad to the situation that he accidentally killed this young boy named Toei. So he decides to resurrect him in a new world. He decides to give him a little boost in stamina and strength and abilities. He has a very good abilities with magic. And he asked them, what would you like that you can have with you in this new world? And he asked him if he can keep his smartphone. Now understand, this is a world where smartphones don't really work. So that means he has a connection to his old world. He can't call anybody from his own world. The only number he has available to him is to God himself. But while he's there, he meets up with some young girls. Basically, they've had adventures together. One girl ends up to be a princess, and basically professes her love to him, and they get engaged. There's more love to the situation as each of the other girls profess their love to the situation during their current adventures, and basically the eventuality is that he will have 9 wives by the time we get through most of this series. Right now, he is dealing with 4 at the moment, but more on the way. Also, there is a situation where basically Toei gets a piece of land, of a sort of a fortress in the sky, sort of a giant terrarium type situation. Basically, it is a piece of what they used to call Babylon. And it is a kingdom of Babylon that existed thousands of years ago. And it has not been seen since. And basically because it's in the skies somewhere, separated. And Toei was able to find one of them by accident. And he has been given the deed to this place by the original owner, who herself is a scientist of great nature, who has the ability to create android robots. Because the keeper of the Garden of Babylon, as it's called, is a female android that basically and goes by the name of Francesca. And basically, a message was left to him from Dr. Regina, basically outlining that she's watching from the past, that she has the ability, the science to basically watch from there and knows what is going on, but will not reveal basically his future to the situation, but has deed the entire Babylon to him because she knows how strong he is magic-wise. I mean, he was able to defeat a dragon. He's been in many battles, situations on there, and he has been a great help to the kingdom. In fact, he was able to jointer a peace treaty between 2 kingdoms. Now, the series did end at this point when they discovered the Garden of Babylon. And given the realization from Francesca is that, and this is what we know, that basically he will have 9 wives. And we know from the light novels he has 9 wives, and he will have children with most of these wives. Now, most of the additional wives haven't been introduced yet. So that is coming forward. That hasn't been coming forward. So there's a lot more coming to this series. Like I said again, if you want a little bit more full detail, check out the late August one where I discussed that into detail, a little bit more into detail, and basically where we at right now. Basically, looks like it will be the hunt for the next segment of Babylon, and also further adventures of what happens next at these points, which I will not go into right now. I don't want to spoil it for you, but I will spoil this one major thing. There are major wars coming. War of the Gods and a couple of other things that are going to happen. Now, there was one major creature, I forgot the name of it. I totally forgot the name of it on there. The Pyre, whatever the hell it is. I think there is an upcoming situation with that as well. But the thing about it is, season 2, will we get this? And if you ask yourself, what the hell? Wait a minute. Whoa, isn't this a world of magic, no technology to the situation? The only closest technology is Toei, cell phone, and Francesca. Well, you're correct on that, but the thing about it is, as I said, Dr. Regina was a brilliant scientist. She built what they call gears, which are mecha. Will we expect mecha type vehicles in the second season. I will love to see that on a big screen. You know, if they do it like a movie or something of that nature, or maybe right on a regular screen, you know, on a regular TV, stuff like that. I would love to see that in an anime format. Right now, you can only read it per the light novels, which are available. They're highly available. I think you can spend about $12 to $15 is about the average. Get it used out there. Look on eBay. I got most of mine on eBay. But like I said, there are mechas. And the thing about it is, it's not one gear. There are multiple gears. I think there are about maybe 4, possibly. Could be more. I haven't reached that level as of yet. But I think it's Toei gets one, and some of the girls get their own. And basically, this could get really, really heavy duty on the action. I mean, I just finished Ultraman 2, which that was pretty good on there. And I know I'm doing the second season of Pacific Rim, which just started this past week on Netflix. You know, giant mecha stuff. You know, I love those stuff. To see something of this nature, to get something. I mean, like I said, in this story, he's in a fantasy world. This is a fantasy world of sword and sorcery, and to get mecha. You know, this is similar to a couple of other things that have happened in this similar genre, but for it to happen here. And the thing about it is, Toye, the main character, he introduces stuff into this world that he had in his other world. For example, he introduced ice cream to this world. This world did not have ice cream, and he introduced ice cream. He also introduced bicycles. He built bicycles. He was able, with his magic abilities and stuff like that, and he also introduced the game of. He introduced shogi, if I'm pronouncing it right, on there, which is like a Japanese version of chess. One other major thing he introduced, I'm trying to remember, what was the other thing? Because he introduced a bunch. Oh yeah, obviously, totally forgot about that. He introduced revolvers. Yeah, he built an actual old-fashioned Western revolver with a sword attachment to the end, which he uses. He sort of uses the gun. The gun he uses close corners, and the sword he uses it to extend out on there. So it like the blade extends out further. But he introduced guns to this world as well. And you might say to yourself, well, that might be a bad thing. I said, well, no, he isn't like selling these and passing them out. I mean, the only other ones he has, I think 2 of the girls have their own versions, but I haven't seen them use it in this series, in the season 1 series on there, even though they have it. I think they're afraid to use it because it's so loud for them, because these are around, they look like Colt Winchesters on there. So that's an interesting parameter that they added to the show. And there's many other things that he's done. And this is a person, and the thing about it is, you know, a lot of people like criticize this series. They're like, oh, look at this, he's with these girls, and the thing about it is, he's not looking to get married. He's just looking to live and have an adventurous life. I mean, he's been thrown into a world that he doesn't understand. He's still learning the writings. He understands the language, but he's still learning how to read and write in this world. This is not similar to on there. And the thing about it is, there are sections of this world that are similar to Japan. There is one land that basically uses the old version of what Japan used to be called centuries ago. And I think, what was the word? I think God got lazy and cut and pasted Japan in this world as well. But God's even fun in this too. So there's like, but they also mention other, because you had the goddess of love shown up toward the end of the season 1 on this, to help him decide, because all these girls want to marry him, and he's doesn't want to really marry. I mean, he just wants to live right now. He's 16. He's just turning 16 years old. Most of these girls are on the average between 12 and about 16, 17, around there. And they're just he's just basically just trying to live. And there are just girls around him. He's having his fun, and this is the kind of anime that this is. Season 2, when will it be by? Good question. It'd probably be a year from now, possibly, unless they've been already underway on this. So we'll know hopefully soon, in the next couple of weeks, as they make more announcements toward the 2023 lineup.